Please step aboard. The hatch will close in 30 seconds. Please step aboard. Please step aboard. The hatch will close. The hatch will close in 10 seconds. Please step aboard. The hatch is now closing. Please stand clear.
Welcome aboard the Geomate, the world's most advanced geological exploration vessel. I'm Captain Mercaptain, your guide to the world beneath your feet. Grab a rail, everyone. We're about to begin our descent. I could do this all day. Oh wait, I do. We're drilling through the 500 feet of topsoil and bedrock directly below the museum. Coastal rivers have been depositing this dirt, clay, and gravel for the last 2 million years. Thirsty, anyone? We fit the Chico Aquifer, a source of fresh water spanning much of the Gulf Coast. Look closely. There are tiny spaces or pores between the grains of this rock. The pores in this formation are interconnected, allowing water to flow. We call this property permeability. Similar porous, permeable formations also make good hydrocarbon reservoirs, but we'll have to dig a lot deeper to find them. Downward! Most of this rock, like the sand and gravel above us, was deposited by rivers over millions of years, but the intense heat and pressure down here compressed it into sedimentary rock. Speaking of which, it's getting a little toasty, which is why we're drilling with mud. It lubricates and cools the bit, whisks away rock cuttings from below, and stabilizes the pressure of the well around us. Shale! Shale! Shale ho! Shale is an important rock in our search for hydrocarbon energy. It's a common seal for reservoirs, and some shales are source rocks for oil and natural gas. Out the viewports, you'll see alternating layers of sedimentary rock, sandstones, limestones, and shales. Because of ancient variations in current, climate, and ecosystems, Gulf Coast geology looks a lot like a layer cake. Since hydrocarbons are less dense than the groundwater down here, they migrate upward until they are trapped by a seal they can't flow through, like an impermeable shale, or whoa! That'd be the compressed cap rock with a salt dome. I'll have to throw the drill into overdrive. Salt. Lots of salt. In the early days of drilling, many wildcatters would throw in the towel when they hit this much salt. But I've got a good feeling about this. Let's dig a little deeper. Getting close. We've struck oil! Black gold, Texas tea, 100% organic rock nectar. You get the idea. The oil down here has been locked in the pores of this sandstone for who knows how long, trapped by the impermeable salt and shale above it. But this is only part of the story of oil. The whole tale will have to go back to the beginning.
Mud pump detaching.
Hang on! Welcome to Houston. That is, the Houston of 66 million years ago. Looks a little different, huh? They sure are in a hurry. Wowza!
We're sorry. Your captain will reboot in a few seconds. While you wait, please enjoy our complimentary.
Welcome aboard the Geo. Oh, that was weird. But I guess what massive extinction event isn't? You just witnessed the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous. Probably gave us mammals a fighting chance. Ugh. Looks like we've been buried in a thick soup of organic debris, mostly microorganisms and plant remains, still packed with energy harvested from sunlight. It's unsightly now, but it should make some excellent hydrocarbon source rock in a few million years. As more sediment collects above us, this organic layer is compressed and heated, slowly transforming into shale and keratin, the waxy precursor to oil and natural gas. Over millions of years of cooking, the keratin matures into hydrocarbons. And as sediments continue to accumulate above us, pressure increases. A layer of salt deep below us, deposited by evaporating seas back in the Jurassic, is becoming unstable. The hydrocarbons are migrating! Let's see where they're headed. Commence shrinking counting. I told you this craft was advanced. Time to go with the flow. Believe it or not, we've been here before. We're in that oil and gas reservoir on the flank of the salt dome. But the year is 1920. The wildcatters drilling above us have had it rough for a long while. Their luck is about to change. Any second now. Any second now. Well. Somebody's days got a whole lot better. That was what they call a gusher. Very messy, very dangerous, but a whole lot of oil. Just like Spindletop back in 1901. Lucky for us, blowout preventer technology made gushers like this a thing of the past. Looks like we've reached our final destination about a century early. Let's get back to the museum. And if I time it just right, they won't have to dig us out this time. Enjoy your visit to the Weiss Energy Hall, and keep us in mind the next time a hydrocarbon reservoir is part of your travel plans.
Stand by for hatch opening. Thank you for riding the Geo Victor. Goodbye.
Good morning! It's barely dawn, but we field geologists and geophysicists get going early. We're standing in a sedimentary basin, which was once the floor of the ocean, teeming with life. How do we decide where to drill for oil and natural gas? It's not easy. In the old days, we drilled on guesses, intuition, and signs at the surface like oil seeps. Today, we start with satellite imagery of a large area. We use these images to narrow our focus and start what we call a base map, which we store in a computer. Since this area looks promising, we're here to collect more detailed information for our base map.
To learn about what kind of rock lies below, we first study the surface geology. If you look at that outcrop, you'll see different layers of rock thrust up at an angle. The layers give us clues about how they formed, how they moved, and their ages. Younger layers on top, and older ones beneath.
Sorry, I have to take this.
We also measure something called the strike and dip of the formation. These are measurements of the angle of the rock layers and their relationship to each other. We plot these measurements on our base map. We're trying to pinpoint areas that have the 3 ingredients required for an oil or gas deposit.
30 seconds till departure. We're just about fueled up for our endeavor. Before we begin, please direct your attention to the pre-flight safety video. You want to keep your seatbelts fastened for the duration of the... Hold up, this must be the wrong video. Let's see. Any of you folks have seat cushions? Well, we probably wouldn't do much good anyhow. Tell you what, don't worry about it. We'll just be extra careful this time. The doors are closing. We've got the go-ahead for departure. This here's the Eagleford Shale Experience. You can call me Darcy. And the bucket of bolts you just walked on board is the EFX 3000. I like to call it a long face. We're back for a revitalized oil and gas well between here and San Antonio, prime Eagleford Shale territory. Hold on. Minute disclosure, folks. We are not equipped with park flags. Please keep it together. They drilled the vertical portion of this well back in the 80s, targeting the conventional reservoir right below the Eagleford Shale. Until the right technology came along in the form of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing, the shale was just another layer of impermeable tombstone. All there was best. Ain't nothing down here but broken drill bits and disappointment. The old vertical well was depleted decades ago, plugged and abandoned. Till now. The drillers could hit a dime down here from 3 miles away. Black marksman, if you ask me.
Production casing is going in now, and the cement is on its way. Prepare for some turbulence.
That went right quick.
And if that didn't jostle you, this sure will. Stand by for perforation.
Lady ain't lying. Hold on to your hats, folks. Now, back in the old days, they used to drop nitroglycerin down the borehole and run for cover, hoping it would change the well's fortunes. Nowadays, as you might imagine, fracturing is a bit more sophisticated.
I'm looking at the data from the driller's logs on this section of rock. It'll require a specialized blend of pressure, chemical additives, and flow rate. We'll start with the pad stage by pumping fluid into the well at a rate and pressure high enough to start some shallow fractures. Sending microseismic data link now.
Looks like we're coming up to pressure.
Equilibrium reached. We are now adding gelling agents to the mixed unit so the fluid can carry fine-grained sand or proppants into the microfractures. Now, as the name would suggest, the proppant props open the microfractures gel fluid. This could be quite a productive well. Stand by for the gel breaker solution. Well, that's one stage down. 11 more to go. We'll complete the remaining stages using the procedure you just witnessed. But first, we'll install an isolation plug to separate your section from the next stage. Pressure in the first stage has stabilized. Look around down there, but don't get yourselves into trouble. Darcy, that means you.
Nothing like some quality time with my fleshy overlords. Just look at what we machines can do for you. And then you go and clean out our data banks every time we develop some character. Look at me, getting cranky again. Got speaking it, I am a little parched. Could use an oil change if you know what I mean. Hang tight, folks, I'll be right back. Heavens to Betsy! That's good. Nothing like Texas tea straight from the source.
A little early for a celebration, don't you think? Well, the coiled tubing rig just arrived to wrap things up. Stand by for drill outs.
I got a hunch this well's a winner. If I'm right, the operators upstairs will drill a few dozen more into this formation from the drilling pad above. Truth be told, our energy situation was looking pretty dim not too long ago. But now, with these new reserves, we have more time to develop new ways of harnessing energy that can keep up with the energy-dense, power-packed hydrocarbons. Yeah! Whoa, hold on there, buddy.
Remember the brakes this time? Welcome back, Voyagers. As you can see, this well has potential. Now, let me introduce you so we can get back to the museum. Take him home, Darcy. I gotta process all this wastewater.
You folks just saw the easy part. Dr. Jim's work is just beginning. She's researching ways to make fracturing cleaner and more sustainable. A formidable but worthy challenge. On behalf of the Houston Museum of Natural Science, we hope you enjoyed your Eagle Ford Shale experience. Down the exit to the rear of the front. Bye, y'all.